Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome once again to one of our webinars, which are held here in Sandton City Office Towers in Johannesburg, South Africa. For those of you on board for the first time tonight, welcome. It's great to have you here. I believe we've got guys that have joined us from Pakistan, from India, from South Africa, all over. So it's great to have you as part of the team. What are we going to do tonight? We're going to be looking at something specific and something special. And it's an item which is unique to ACM Gold South Africa. And that is how to trade Kruger Rand on a Rand-based account. Now, I'm going to take you through the basics to show you how you can download, what you need to do. I'm going to discuss how big your account should be, etc., etc. And then the second part of the training, I'm going to ask my esteemed colleague Jignesh to join us, and he's put together a lovely little a calculation spreadsheet kind of thing, whereby it shows you how to set up your take profits, etc., etc., and your stop losses, specifically when dealing with metals. Now, that is a little bit of a trick, guys, so you're going to be very, very careful. For those of you who are new to the business, you've got to realize one thing. Trading metals, although it's a lot of fun, it's expensive, and you need to know what you're doing. And once again, those of you who've attended my previous webinars, I repeat myself over and over again. Never, ever trade without a stop loss or a take profit. If you want to do that, it's what we call trading suicide. So keep that in the back of your mind. How you set them is entirely up to you. We are busy re-recording some of the webinars because not all of them came out nice and clear. So we're putting together a better quality recording for you. Once it's ready, we will send an email out to everybody and explain how you can download these, and you can keep them and go through them in your own time. All right, so without further ado, let's get going, shall we? First things first, where do we find this? How do we download it? How do we go about it? Let us go, and I'm going to share my screen with you right now. And we are now going to go onto the web page. We're going to go to www.acmgold.co.za. If you're coming in from the international side, you'll go to acmgold.com, and we'll probably take you to the same connection. So let's go over to our screen. If we go and we look at the website, first things first, we have a look at the South African website. And there we are. Right at the top, you'll see Open Live Account, Open Demo Account, Access Web Trader. That's not where we want to be. Look at what is happening right now on the center of the page. And the next one should in fact be, there it is. That's my Kruger Rand. So what I do is I click on there, and it's now going to give me the opportunity to register specifically for a Kruger Rand account. As I said before, this is something that's very, very unique and special to ACM Gold South Africa. For those of you who want to trade it on a dollar-based account, fine, you can do that. That's not a problem. So in order to register, just some information here. If you look on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see there's a little bit about the history of Kruger Rand. You just click on there and it gives you a little bit of a history there. Take a bit of time. Look, it's not a lot to read through, but it's some interesting stuff. Then on the right-hand side, you go ahead and you register for the account. You click Submit, and then what will happen is you will get the following email. And I'm going to open up the email. If you just give me a few seconds, let's take you back to where we were, and let's open the email, shall we? And this is what the email will look like. It'll welcome you on board, okay? You'll have your demo account, username, demo account password. It'll also in there give you the opportunity to open up your live account, or if you need some help from our side, please feel free to contact us at support@acmgold.co.za, or you can direct your emails directly to me. I'm Tony James at acmgold.com. All we need is a ID, a nice clear copy of your ID or passport, and proof of residence registered in your name, not older than 3 months, and we can create the account on your behalf. But now let's go back to the email, shall we? You'll see there are two things. Download the platform. If you click that, it'll help you download the MetaTrader 4 platform. If you've already done it, ignore that button. Otherwise, it's just going to duplicate everything. The second one you'll get is, of course, access your web trader. So as soon as you're accessing the web trader, it's going to ask you, look at just above that button over there, it's going to ask you to type in those details, the 5201 number, or I see it's ready today, it kicked over to 5202. If there's a 0 in there, it means it's a demo account. If it's a 529 number, you're looking at a live account. Right, so it'll ask you to log in, and I have already done that, so I'm going to take you straight to the web trader. Please remember that when you log in, when you're using the web trader, this is web-based. In other words, you're not downloading it. It's not going to save it. Every time you log in, you're going to need to use that username and password. So please, folks, keep it in a safe place. All right. Excuse me. If you are downloading or when you're registering, you're going to have an option of a live account or a demo account on the choice, the block that comes up just before this. Make sure that you select the correct one, otherwise it will kick you out. Now, let's have a look at this platform, shall we? What makes it so unique? Well, first of all, you'll notice, let's look here, under our market watch, what have we got? We've actually got only 5 pairs that we can trade. We have, number 1, the dollar rand. Number 2, JSE index. Number 3, Kruger Rand. Number 4, my favorite one, platinum. And last but certainly not least, you have silver. If you want to have the same account in dollar-based, you'd need to just send us an email and ask us to convert it for you. All right, so let's go straight on there. This is the web trader. This is a very simple way to use. I'm going to jump to the MetaTrader 4. Well, I suppose because I'm fussy and I'm spoiled. I like the MetaTrader 4 platform because there's so much more you can do with it. The web trader tends to limit you with space, setting up your graphs in specific ways, etc. So let's go into the MetaTrader platform. And there we have it. Once again, if I want to know which one is my Kruger Rand based account, which one is my demo based, which is my live account, you go up to the navigator. Everybody see in the top left hand corner the navigator, the gold star, gold, that's my money. All right, that's where my accounts are. Nice easy way to remember it. I click on there, and then you'll see my little men will have their green jackets on. If it's a live account, the jacket will be gold. Guys, please be careful. Make sure you're in the correct account. I don't want you to go and think, oh, I'm in my demo account and I'm going crazy and I'm putting in these huge trades and saying, hey, guys, check what's happening here. And all of a sudden I realize, but hang on, I'm actually trading live. And the losses I'm seeing are real losses. So please make sure you're in your demo account. And you can see that if you can look right at the top of the page, it says demo account. Okay. Now, the next thing you'll notice that when you want to change from any one of the accounts, you just double click on the line. Now, I'm going to just quickly swap around. I'm going to show you the first one. I'm going to double click on them. And I'm going to say login. And suddenly everything changes. If I go to trade in the bottom left-hand corner, it'll show me my balance over there. I've got a nice big balance. However, Here's one particular thing that will show you, am I in a Kruger Rand account or am I in the normal MetaTrader? And that is when I go to the Market Watch. Let's go back to the top just to refresh, especially for the guys that are new in the business. Market Watch is the little block there that's got the green arrow pointing up and the red arrow pointing down. Let's watch what the market is doing. That's a nice way to remember it. Let's watch what the market is doing. Is the market going up? Is the market coming down? I click on it, and there we have it. There are my currency pairs. Now you'll notice now I have a short list. If you've gone in for the very first time, you need to activate the whole list. I often get calls from clients and saying, but I mean, how can I trade on your platform? You've hardly got anything to choose from. All right, this is how you fix it. Click on any currency pair, right click, and then select show all. So click on a currency pair, right click, show all, and as you see, suddenly I have the full list there. Obviously, the list is a lot longer than what the other one was like. So let's go back to, where do I go? Navigator, Gold Star. That's where my money is. So I go to my Gold Star, and in my particular case, I know the one at the bottom there is the right one. I log in. It takes a few seconds. It'll reset. And let's open my Market Watch again, and you see I have a choice of 5 currency pairs or commodities to select from. Now, people often ask me and say, listen, how come it's a Rand-based account, but there's no gold? You got silver, you got platinum, you got the JC, but there's no gold. Well, folks, that's the Kruger Rand. The Kruger Rand is your gold. Okay, you must keep in mind that when you are trading Kruger Rands, in particular, your spread is quite high. So you've got to be very careful. But there's something special. People often think, okay, I'm going to trade Kruger Rands. I'm going to physically buy Kruger Rands from you guys. How soon can you deposit these things or send them to me via courier, etc.? That's not what we're doing. You're trading exactly the same way as if you were trading gold, silver, copper, currency pairs. There's no difference. Only difference is we're giving you Kruger Rand, something unique that no other platform can offer you. So, look, when I say we're special, yes, we're special. I like to brag a little bit over there. So that's cool. Now, the next thing I need to do is, let's go look at the bottom of the page there, and we see my balance. Now watch what has happened here. The balance specifically says ZAR. Okay, South African Rand. So now, when I'm funding my live account, our minimum is 5,000 Rand or $500. Okay, that's your minimum. But if you're serious about trading, don't mess around. Put some money in. Give yourself a proper base to work from. Do you want to trade earning your profits in 10 cents? Do you want to earn profits in dollars? Or would you like to earn a decent profit, like $10 a pip? Choice is yours. But how serious are you about it? Okay. People often think, yes, but hang on, if I put a huge amount there, now I've got to trade the full amount. No, that's not how it works. You don't trade your full balance of your account. You only trade 1 to 2% at a time. And you'll see that when I put in a trade, it'll actually show you how much of your account is actually applicable right now in that trade. Okay, so now, let's have a look here. I'm in dollars. No, I'm not. I'm in rands. I'm in rands. Okay. So you're funding in South African rands. Your money remains in rands. If you are wanting to trade in dollars, you specifically request that. We convert to dollars for you. Once again, ACM Gold South Africa has got something unique that no other Forex company, either in South Africa or outside, has got, and that is SA funding. In other words, you're funding in South African rands, you do not need a tax clearance. That is a great plus. Okay, but we can chat about that on one of our other seminars. Okay, let's go straight ahead, shall we? Once again, let me close that, and a reminder, where are these? The Market Watch is the arrows going up and down, green arrow up, red arrow down. I want to get them out the way. Why? Because I want to have full use of my entire screen. This is why I like using the MetaTrader 4 platform. Look how much space I've got compared to what I had on the web trader. So yes, I'm spoiled. So now, next thing, obviously, we've now done our analysis like I've discussed with you in previous webinars. How do I do it? Quick refresher. First thing first, if I want to trade, I've got to zoom out, zoom back as it were, take a bird's eye view, see what is the general trend of the market, and slowly but surely zoom in on the different intervals, time intervals that we have. Currently, I'm sitting on a 1 hour chart. So if I look at that and it shows me, all right, I've made my bull candles a black and green. So bull candles, remember, it's going up. Okay, bear candles are coming down. My bear candles on my chart are white. All right, so it says to me, okay, it's going up, so I'm going to buy. Now, this is something else that is so lovely about trading your Kruger Rands. It's not like buying shares. Buy them when they're low, sell them when they're high. Okay, with this, exactly the same as what you got with your gold, your silver, copper, etc., etc., etc. You can trade whether it's increasing in price or if it's decreasing in price. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so if it's going up, I'm going to buy. If it's coming down, I'm going to sell, or go long, go short. Depends on how fancy you want to be with your technology and your terminology. But now let's go straight here. 1 hour says it's going up. All right, happiness. Let's change to a 30-minute graph. Okay, 30-minute graph. Yes, it confirms it's going up. Let's go 15-minute graph. All right. So I'm happy it's going up. So I'm going to decide to trade on a 15-minute graph. And I'm going to place my order. And as you see there, I'm doing exactly the same as I would, with one very important difference. And that difference is, look at my volume. I'm going to show you something quickly. My volume is 1.00. Okay, so what is happening there? I'm using a mini lot, okay? Because now, look what happens if I try and make it less. It won't even allow me to put in a trade. Let me demonstrate. If I go 0.99, you notice what has happened to my blocks there? You see my sell by market, buy my market, there's no color. It won't even allow me to put in the trade. So my smallest that I'm allowed to trade there is 1.00. So in fact, what that basically means, I'm buying Kruger Rands at 1% of the market value. So right now, they're sitting at about 13,224 Rand and a couple of pennies change. So if I'm buying them, I'm going to be buying them one virtual Kruger Rand for $132. Wrong, not dollars, rands. Rands. Okay, I'm so used to this dollar thing here. So it catches me every time, but anyway. So, let's fix it up again, shall we? 1.00. Aha, there we go. It's finally up again. So now I can finally put it in. Once again, I'm happy. The market is going up. I'm going to be conservative. I'm going to put in a buy. It says you were successful. Here we go. And if I look there and immediately I see, bottom right-hand corner, does everybody see that? Okay. There, it's now taken off the spread. And I'm now going to pause for a moment and I'm going to hand over to my esteemed colleague who's going to work through, he's going to work through a lovely spreadsheet that him and Mike put together a little while ago, and how to set your stop loss and take profits for metals. And if you'd like me to email this through to you, it would be my pleasure. Jignesh has got copyrights in it, so he'll send you the summons with the account. I'm kidding. All right, I'm kidding. Okay, so Jignesh is going to take over from here. Remember, once again, if you need any help, please, you can always send us an email at support@acmgold.co.za, or you can send it directly to me, Tony James, all small letters, at acmgold.com. That's Tony James at acmgold.com. So from me, I'm saying goodbye for now, and I'm going to hand you over to Jignesh. It's already open.
Okay. Hello, I'm Jignesh, and I also work here like Tony, and we are partner in crime. Okay, that's the spreadsheet. I hope Tony, do they see the screen here, right?
Okay.
All of them could see the screen here. Okay, so that's the spreadsheet which we have created to understand on how the pip movement affects you as a trader and what should be the safest way to trade and what should be the lot size you should be deciding before you put a trade in, which will also cover on what Tony said about what should be the stop loss, take profit, and so on and so forth. So let's talk about foreign exchange first. So here we have created these are the three different lot size we offer: micro, mini, and standard lots, which basically as a trader means to you is when you say that I'm trading a micro lot of a currency pair, it is 1,000 units of that currency, and the pip movement for you as a trader will give you 10 American cents of a profit or a loss if the market moves towards your target. When I say it's a mini lot you're trading, which is 10,000 units of that currency pair, and to you as a trader it means it's $1 a pip. So if market moves towards your target, you make $1 per pip movement, and if it goes against you, then it's $1 loss of every pip movement. Okay, before I go any further, I'll just interrupt here and ask Tony whether we've covered what is a pip.
Not tonight, no, but maybe we can touch it.
Okay, sorry, it could be a jargon for a few of you if you've not known what is a pip. Pip basically is if you break down $1 American coin into 100 small pieces, one small piece is a pip. And if we talk about a pip in the market here, let me show you the price. So here we talking about, okay, it's a Kruger Rand account, so we need to swap, right? Sorry, I'll just quickly swap the account to show you what a pip means. And I am almost there, won't take long. Right, so now we are into our normal dollar account. Now if I say that this is the new order window, and the prices which we are seeing here is to buy and sell euro dollar. Now when we say euro dollar, first currency we speak about is euro, which is known as base currency, and dollar is known as quote currency. So everything is being quoted in dollars, which is your profit, your loss, your balance, everything in dollar in this account. And now if we talk about a pip, 4th digit after the decimal, so in this case if it is 1.3320, that 0 is a pip. So if this 0 becomes from 20 to 21, and let's say now it became 19, so if I was buying, I was losing $1 a pip on a mini contract, right? So 10,000 units, which means I lose $1, and if this 19 becomes 20 again, which is, then I've made $1, right? So that's how it works on the volume. And the biggest volume we offer is a standard lot, which is 100,000 units. That means for you as a trader, $10 a pip. Right, now let's take an example. Let's go and take a live example. The price is 1.3320. So if I put that price here, 1.3320, and if my leverage is 1 to 100, then if I have a balance of $1,000 in my account, it automatically calculates to you depending upon your risk profile. Let's say your risk profile is moderate, which suggests that ideally you should be exposing only 6% of your total balance onto your open trades. And if you do so, you can maximum trade is up to 1.2 mini contracts, which is 1.2 contracts of 10,000 units. And how do you put that 1.2 here? I would have to put here as 0.12 as a volume. So that's 1.2 contract, which will mean for you as a movement of 1 pip will give you $1.20, right? And if you say that you want a stop loss of 50 pips and you are trading at a risk reward ratio of 1 to 3 here, then your take profit would be 150 pips. That's how you describe your or derive your stop loss and a take profit. Similarly, if you go to gold, gold has a slightly different measure because it is costly, obviously. So when I say micro lot of gold, a volume of a pip movement would be in $1. So 1 point moves, you get 1 American cent. If it moves 10 points, you get 10 American cents, and 100 to $1. And this volume here, instead of 100,000 units, if you are trading a standard lot of gold, it is 100 ounces of gold. Micro lot would give you 1 ounce of gold, and mini lot will give you 10 ounces of gold. So if you go back to what Tony was saying on a Kruger Rand account, that's the amount of gold you are trading with Kruger Rand, because Kruger Rand coin on this platform is 10 ounce 1 coin. that's basically how you derive on. And now here again I've put the same calculation. Let's say if the gold price today is $1,400, and if you are on a leverage of 1 to 100 with a balance of $10,000 in your account, you will be able to put two standard contracts, which is 200 ounces of gold could be bought with a balance of $10,000 in your account. Slightly I'm touching on leverage. How do you explain leverage? I'll give you a quick example. Let's say I want to buy a house here in Centon, which is costing me R1,000,000. The first thing I'll do is I'll go to my bank and I'll say that, okay, I've identified a property. Bank will say put 15% deposit, rest we'll fund it, and you'll sign a bond, and I can start living in that house from day one. Similarly, here what happens is, as a broker, which is ACM Gold for you on this platform, if you put $1 in, we will put rest 99. So let's say if you wanted to buy a gold worth of $100,000, you only need 1% of that 100,000 into your account to hold on to the position of $100,000. And unlike banks, the good thing here is we don't charge you any interest, we don't sign any bond. And if you lose, the maximum you lose is only 1% of yours. So you'll never be in a situation where ACM Gold will be phoning you and saying that where's my 99% which I funded you. That will never come across. So you maximum lose is your 1%, but profit, again, sky is the limit because you're leveraged by 99%, so you can leverage your profit by 99%. So let's say 100,000 worth of gold is on your platform, and that becomes 150,000. You can withdraw full profit of 50,000 plus your 1%. No charges, no cost on that. So that's the beauty of leverage product. However, if you don't control your emotions, leverage could also go against you. And two good friends of yours or for ours, your fear and greed will make that happen. So if you can control your fear and greed, trade with a risk reward ratio of 1 and 3. It's a business, not a gamble. You will never lose it. I'll give you a quick example on that. Let's say we're trading at a risk reward ratio of 1 and 3. And take an example of flipping a coin. Mathematics says that either it could be heads or tails. There's no third way, right? So it's a 50-50. Either you make or you lose. So let's say I decide and I ask question to myself before flipping that coin that if I get tails, which is I'm losing, I'm prepared to lose 1 coin. And if I get heads, which is I was actually intending to get, I'll make 3 coins. Similarly, if I put a trade, I decide and tell myself that maximum I want to lose on this trade is $10 and maximum I want to make is $30. So risk of 1, reward of 3. Now let's go back to that flip of a coin example. Again, going by mathematics, it says if you flip 10 times, you'll get 5 heads and 5 tails, right? So on each head, I make 3 coins, which is I made 15 coins. And for 5 losses, I lost 5 coins. So net profit of 10 coins. However, let's challenge mathematics because if I flip that coin now, it won't come down 5 heads and 5 tails. Let's say I got totally lost and I got it totally wrong and I made 7 times tails and only 3 heads. So for 7 tails, I lost 7 coins. For 3 heads, I made 9. So I made a profit of 2 coins again. Now, give me an example of a business where you take 70% wrong decisions, still you make profit. And if you have any, please don't trade, do that business. So if you trade with control over your emotions, you will always win with a risk reward ratio, safety net in place. One more stupid example and promise you this is the last one from me. I like playing cricket. So, I mean, in old days, people don't used to wear a helmet being an opening batsman. And they used to be called brave opening batsmen. And nowadays, if I go without a helmet, people will say you are a stupid batsman. So if you have safety nets in place, you need to put a stop loss there. That's your 1 coin. That's about it. I'll ask Tony to come back and take it forward from there. Thank you so much for your time and hope you really enjoyed. And I made worth of your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, folks, so that's it for tonight. I hope this helped you quite a bit. As I say, we don't want to let these things run for too long because otherwise you're going to be falling asleep there. I know some of you are busy sipping on your tropical daiquiris and other ones are sitting having a nice ice cold frosty. I'll be joining you soon, no problem. Pour one for me. And if you need to get copies of the recordings, please let us know. We gladly send them along to you. These webinars are aimed at novice traders, so you're not going to be given advanced trading techniques, etc. We're giving you the basics. We're trying to help you find your feet, find your legs, as it were, get you up and running as soon as possible. If you want to join in on any of the future webinars, all you do is please go along to our website and you'll see when the next one is scheduled. We normally run them like 2 weeks apart. If the demand is high and people want to do like the basic intro at a sooner date, only a pleasure. Send us the email. I'll set it up. You just go along there, click on the link, because every time there's a new webinar, you need to register for that because you'll get a different registration number. Okay, you cannot use the one you used tonight again for the next one. It has to be a new one every time. So, from our side, good night. It was nice chatting to you. I had a bit of an audience over here in the room as well, which is quite unusual because it's, as I was told, you've got to focus on the camera. You can't look at the audience, okay? And you, man, that is hard, I promise you. So, good night. Good luck with your trades. And when you become a millionaire, I'll send you my bank details. Chat to you later. Cheers, everyone.